The objective of this study is to compare complete street to incomplete street and to investigate complete street's impacts on travel behavior and street users' exposure to traffic-related air pollutants. For the before-after study, we actually used a study called Natural Experiment, where we study a section of an incomplete street before and after it is converted into a complete street. And for that part of the study, we had two parts. The first part is we measured street users' exposure to PM 2.5 and ultrafine particles when they use the streets. And the second part is we conducted a household survey to get a residents' perspective about their travel behavior changes before and after the street conversion. So the second part of the study is a spatial difference in differences study. And in that approach, we basically select a complete street, and then we match it with an incomplete street, and that is usually a parallel street pretty close to the complete street. And we did that in six sites throughout Los Angeles area, and the 6 sites represent different land type usage and different functions. Some of the surprising results is some of the streets, we think they're complete, but in terms of pedestrian volume and cyclist volume, they're actually lower than their paired incomplete street. And again, this is a saying that all the parameters that we didn't measure could potentially have some impacts on the street usage. And those surprising results usually comes from residential areas. We will have very few numbers of people to use the streets and walking and biking on it. And another surprising result is the vehicle speed. It's actually brought up by one of the questions. So we would expect the complete streets with all those traffic calming features will have lower traffic speed, but at some sites we actually see increased traffic speed. This is presumably because drivers who drive vehicles will feel less likely to hit into a cyclist, since the cyclists now have their designated green path, so they feel comfortable to drive at a higher speed. So what we see, first of all, the biggest message is complete streets are different. Those streets are all made different. The study results are very site-specific, and probably the best results or the most benefits that we see for complete street observed at downtown sites, and that including downtown LA and the Santa Monica site, where for those sites we see reduced ultrafine particle levels on the streets, and we see increased pedestrian mainly pedestrian volume on the complete streets. So I think our biggest recommendation is to prioritize complete street retrofit projects, focusing on downtown land type usage and focusing on business function streets that have business, basically more pedestrians and cyclists already using the street. And when you convert it into complete, you're likely to attract even more pedestrians and cyclists to the street.